In working with the stories, I am drawn to the question that focuses heavily on bringing upon unity in society by embracing individual identities and obtaining a personal connection to nature. Essentially, when facing unexpected situations, lack of communication, and confusion in society, how can one reconnect with nature and embrace their true identity in order to develop a more active and unified society? I will explore this question through some stories and the significance it has towards the world, society, and my personal life. Stories like Epaminondas, Cainu, and Buried Treasure create an immediate connection to the idea of identity and confusion on many different levels, which eventually leads into my destiny and my path I am currently undergoing. In the Epaminondas story, there is a great lack of communication between him and his mother, who asks him to go on several tasks to complete, but there is still confusion, which leads Epaminondas to disconnect with nature. The act of drowning the puppy was the most gruesome, yet significant portion of the story, because it reveals the most senseless and disconnection with nature and the idea of adaptive unconsciousness. In the Kanu story, the villagers dismiss and judge the new strangers by not enabling positive communication and getting to know them without immediate conclusions. The strangers show their true identity and whom they are by using their abilities to return the daughter of Kanu below back to the village. Each stranger shows their individual uniqueness by being an important factor in returning the daughter back. This not only shows you mustn't judge someone based on who they are, but also that embracing your unique identity and having positive communication can bring good and unity to communities. In the Buried Treasure story, the main character Luis connects with nature and God by going up the mountain to retrieve the water himself. He embraces his true identity by unintentionally proving he is not lazy by doing things his own way rather than depending on Wale for water. This motivation Luis finds in himself and his faith in God lead him to the buried treasure even when Wale tried to set him up and take the silver coins for himself. One of the most influential movements and events was the March on Selma, led by Martin Luther King Jr. He brought people together by bringing upon a positive communication towards society, even if they were people against them. Martin and those who marched with him embraced their identities instead of allowing others to define who they are, just like from the Kanu story, where the villagers are assuming the worst from the creatures because of what they are. The creatures prove themselves, as Martin and those who supported, worthy of choosing their own destiny. Although lack of communication and confusion of identity is consistently evident in society, there are instances where communication and true identity is in place, which then results in unity. In this image, my cousin and I are protesting for peace and justice in Washington, D.C. for Palestine. People of different ethnicities, races, and religions were all unified because of a similar communicative motive that allowed people like myself to embrace our identities in order to spread peace and justice.